Well, Gen Z is proving to be more financially engaged than any previous generation. They're investing earlier, turning to social media for advice, and building income through side hustles. Younger adults are crowdsourcing financial guidance online, changing how they think about money and the future. Unlike older generations focused on building wealth, Gen Z is prioritizing balance, physical, mental, financial well-being. At the same time, they're facing some challenges, from student debt to soaring home prices and slower wage growth. They're turning revenge spending into what analysts call revenge saving. Let's bring in Gen Z financial expert, founder of Priceless, Taylor Price. Taylor, great to have you. You've got a big online community that's teaching financial literacy. So how are this generation, how are they thinking about money differently?
They're thinking about it as financial freedom. I think for our parents' generation, we were thinking about finances as a way of, we get the house, we start a family, and then we work X amount of years and then go towards retirement. Gen Z is now thinking, how can I be resourceful, not reckless? How can I start investing today, budgeting, saving, as you just mentioned? We're the most financially literate generation there has ever been compared to previous generations. And I do think that has to do with social media.
Well, I've got Mark Tepper. He's dying to ask you a question because he's a financial advisor. Mark, jump into this.
Yeah, Taylor, look, I agree with everything you said, but I think there's actually a dopamine rush component here, whereby this younger generation, they enjoy winning. And I'm not a huge fan of Robinhood. It's not my preferred platform of choice. But for this younger generation, it brought to the table gamification of investing. It made it fun. It brought to the table fractional shares of stocks, which made it easier and kind of democratized investing. How much do you think that plays into this?
I think it plays not as much as you might be concerned with. And I'll go back to the conversation about the American dream being you get this house when you're older and you start a family. And for us Gen Zers, that is just not possible. That is not really accessible in this economy today. So where are we looking towards? Yes, Robinhood definitely has a play in the sense of it makes investing a little bit more accessible, but so does commission-free trading, so does fractional shares. And then also that financial education that wasn't presented until the rise of social media and myself pioneering the financial literacy movement on TikTok.
Yeah, I was going to say, Gen Z, you're rewriting the playbook for financial planning. And like you said, using social media, but also AI. Is your generation starting to use AI for investment advice? Going to ChatGPT to find out what to buy or not to buy?
That's such a great question. I think that, yes, we are in the knowledge economy where more young people are asking AI and thinking about them as more so advisors, uploading their financial statements, saying, hey, I want to go to this trip to Costa Rica. Can you let me know how much I need to save per month, versus them having to do all the calculations themselves. What I don't see AI covering is really the emotional side of things, the behaviors behind maybe why they're thinking about doing things in the first place. I really see it more as a mathematical buddy versus a psychological deep diving into financial behaviors.
Taylor Price, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.